Hello, everyone. This is John Jenkins, and I'm bringing you a second Busco Quadnary slash Kickstarter update. I was going to start a new Kickstarter, but I still have not, you know, gotten started with Busco Quadnary. Which, if you guys don't know, I was gonna create a base 4 operating system uh, as opposed to base 2, and I said that the benefits would be that it would be more organically 3D. It's hard to decide you know would I rather have one fewer dimension than real life or one dimension too many. Which one? It's a programming. It's really a programming uh, math problem that could really revolutionize the future of programming. Is it better to have one one dimension too few compared to real life, or one dimension too many? In a sense, in a sense, we have, well, that whole question is something that we can debate, for a very long time. But I did not start a new Kickstarter because I wanted to get started with Busco Quadnary, and so I've been studying Actionscript. You know, for those of you who don't know, I fell in love with Flash when I was in college, and it's the one out of the entire out of every design program I've ever used. Flash is the one that I'm least skilled at, but it's the one that I spend the most time with. It's the one that I love the most. Truth be told, I'm much better with Photoshop, even Premiere, than I am with Flash. But Flash has always, since I first started watching Adrenalini Brothers, stuff like that. Flash has always been my favorite program, and AS3 goes with that. Uh, so I'm studying AS3. I'm doing the examples in the book. I'm making programs to see. I just did recursion today. You know, and I've been doing things like dictionaries, all that other stuff, and I even finished a starter app, which basically it just all it does is you type in some text on the first page, and then you click the button, and it sends you to the second page, the second keyframe, and on the second keyframe it displays the text that you typed in on the first keyframe. And so I finished that starter app. So all I have to do now is add in an extra function, an extra class, um, and as after that I can make make a fully functioning. I want to start off with a converter. Basically, you just type in something in binary, and it'll convert it into uh, quadnary, or you type something in quadnary and it'll convert it to binary. And I could even have it where it's probably not a good idea, but I could even have it where it converts the two numbers. It detects which one you're using, and it automatically converts to the other version based on what you're using. And that I probably won't do that. I'll probably have it where you have to choose one or the other. Uh, But so I finished the starter app, and I have a pretty good idea using for loops and if then statements. I have a pretty good idea of how I'm going to make the actual converter, and so which will this will be the beginnings of a compiler. And this is the first step to a compiler, and ultimately I might want to make the compiler in BASIC or C++ or maybe even JavaScript, and I could have like an online compiler, which would be a terrible idea to host a compiler online. I probably shouldn't do that. But I have that. I have options. Once I can get it working in one computer language, I can quickly learn another language and then convert it over. And so that's the update. Starting to work on the compiler. I'm learning. I'm relearning Actionscript. A lot of the little programs that I'm doing are working, so I know I'm headed in the right direction. I'm getting better to the point where my programs compile and run the first time that I write them, instead of me having to correct errors and stuff. I still get a few errors, but for the most part, it's compiling and running the first time I hit the test button, and so that's a good sign for the future. Um, so after I'm done with the Busco Quadnary, after I'm done with the converter, I also want to do the infinity. I'm sorry, the unified field theory presentation. I don't I don't know if I'm going to replace it with the infinity doesn't exist presentation, because, as I said before, my peer review paper was rejected. So um, we'll see. Uh, but that's really all I wanted to talk about today. Is that Busco Quadnary is on the way, and we'll see if I can make a career out of this in the future. But I really want to get. I mean, it's gonna take maybe till next year, but I really want to get back to Kickstarter, and that's where I've had the most success ever. I'm gonna be trying to become a writer too. Uh, I've been doing 1,000 words a night for the past half a month. So, you know, uh, maybe if I can continue that, I can get into creative writing. So let me know what you guys think, and have a nice day. Bye.